Hey there, radicals. So today I'm going to be sharing with you what I ate before noon, but I'll also be sharing the answer, or well, my answer to a commonly asked question: is a raw food diet sustainable? So listen out. As we draw closer to the 21 days raw challenge, I want to share with you some principles that we uphold, like fruits, only fruits before noon. So that's one of the principles that we uphold. Of course, the 21 days raw challenge don't start yet, so I'm not fully raw right now, but I am going to be preparing my body for the 21 days raw challenge. So that means eating more fruits, more fresh, more live foods, and gradually less and less eating cooked plant foods, because you know we don't eat meat. Okay? I started my day with coconut water because it's good for the daughter. I absolutely love coconut water, right? And the fact that it hydrates, plus it has electrolytes and the nutritional benefits, perfect. And coconut water is really a good way to break your fast, because in the morning it is said that your body is in detox mode, so drinking coconut water helps with that detoxification process. And as you can see, I'm using my coconut opener to open the coconut. If you need a coconut opener, I'll leave the link in the description. All right, the next thing I'm having is, can you guess? Grapes, right? Who don't love grapes? I don't know, but I absolutely love purple grapes. You know though that you have to clean your fruits before you eat your fruits. So this is how I normally wash my grapes. So I add water, wash it off a couple times, and then I add some more water. For this instance, I put vinegar in the water, and then I just rub each grape and just wash it off, and then throw out the water. You can use lime if you don't have vinegar, and some persons also use apple cider vinegar. Those are the three I can think about now, but I'm sure there are other organic ways that you can wash your fruits. So in this instance, I used vinegar and water, washed off the fruits, then threw out the water, and now I'm eating my grapes. All right, so the last thing that I had before noon was this bottle of green juice that I got from Veggie Campus. Right, I don't remember all the ingredients in it, but I know that the sweetener in it, for those who are wondering what the sweetener is, so the sweetener in this green juice is actually pineapple, right? But it's all greens, then a little pineapple to add some sweetness to it. So green juice. So now for the answer to the question, is eating a raw food diet sustainable? So for me, the short answer is YES, yes. Because what is sustainability? What does sustainable mean, right? For me, it means, are you able to maintain it? Are you able to defend raw food diet? And for me, the answer to that is yes. So are you able to maintain it? Yes, because there are examples of people who are on a raw food diet, who live that way, who that's how they eat, and they are healthy, right? So that's the first thing. The fact that there are people doing it and living that way for years, it means that it is sustainable. It means that a raw food diet can be maintained without sacrificing nutritional needs. If more persons ate this way, the better it would be for the environment, because a raw food diet supports local farmers, right? And it would minimize carbon footprints, and it would also minimize waste from, or the need for food processing, packaging, and additives. So yes, it is sustainable and good for the environment, and it minimizes waste. Another reason I believe that a raw food diet is sustainable is because it can be defended by science. And many persons have reported healing after changing to a raw food diet, and of course, probably implementing other elements of wellness. But a raw food diet has been integral to the healing of many persons. When properly planned and practiced, it can result in amazing health benefits. All right, so even though I believe that it is sustainable, I also believe that sustainability is personal. Sustainable is personal, and let me explain what that means. There are some persons who believe that it is not sustainable to exercise every day, right? Even though exercise is something good, they believe that it's not sustainable for you to exercise every day. There are other persons who would say it's not sustainable to post on YouTube or to post on social media every day, right? So what am I getting at? Anything can be sustainable if you want it to be. If you make a decision and you're committed to doing something, it can be sustainable. In other words, an element of sustainability has to be your personal commitment to doing it, to living that way. So that's what I mean, right? Because if you don't make the decision, if you are not serious about doing it, if you don't have a reason to do it, if you are not committed to doing it, you will not do it, right? If you're not committed to exercising every day, you're not going to do it. If you're not committed to posting on social media every day, you're not going to do it, right? So there has to be that element. So in other words, an element of sustainability has to be your personal commitment to doing it, to living that way. So that's what I mean. I also want you to understand that sustainable does not mean easy, right? Because anything that you're doing for the first time, or when you're trying to change something, there's going to be a learning curve, right? It's going to be awkward, it's going to be hard. So if you think that sustainability means it's going to be easy to do, then we have different definitions, right? But the idea is that if you are committed to something, if you really want to do something, you will do it. It may mean moving countries because you don't have ready access to your fruits and your vegetables, your fresh fruits and vegetables. It may mean having a family meeting and letting your husband or your partner or your children know that things are going to change around here. Not that you're going to force them to eat the way you eat, but they need to understand the path that you're on, especially if it is that you want to heal your body. They should understand that they want to do what is best to help you on this healing journey. So it may not mean that they will stop eating the way they eat, but it may mean not having certain things in the house anymore, right? It may mean not having certain foods in the house anymore. But that's something that you'd have to work out with your family. So you would have to decide what are the things that you would need to do to make this lifestyle sustainable for you. But the idea is, if you have not decided to do something, if you're not fiercely committed to something, then it will not get done. You'll not do it. So there has to be a personal commitment in making it sustainable for you. That's my answer. That's my belief. I know that's not the answer you may have wanted to hear, but listen, what man has done, man can do. So yes, I believe it's sustainable, but you have to decide what is right for you. You have to listen to your body. You have to assess your location, your situation, your family setting, all of that, right? And you have to decide do your research, your reading, all of that. Try, test, and try, and see what's best for you. We kind of know this, because when you're sick and you go to the doctor, there are certain things that they tell you, all right, eat less of this, eat less of that, eat less of that, right? Eat more of this, eat more of this, eat more of this, right? So we know that we need to be eating more whole foods, more plant foods, more fruits, yeah? So it's just now to decide what we want to commit to. Do we want to commit to living this way, right? And you may end up saying, you know what, I don't want to eat all raw. I want to do more of a high raw, similar to what I do whenever I am not on a when I'm not on the raw food challenge, right? So you may decide that okay, you're gonna eat 80% of raw live foods, and then the other 20% being cooked plant foods, right? So you can decide. So that's it. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Whether you are here for the first time or you're a repeat viewer who have not yet subscribed, then what are you waiting for? If you have any interest in wellness, health, and wealth, then you are going to want to be a part of this community, of the raw fam community. So much in store for 2024. We're gonna give you more in 2024. Yes, that rhymes. All right, if you have not yet bought a copy of the 21 days raw planner, then you need to do so. I will leave the link in the description section. And if you want to be more involved, if you want to have a community of accountability and support outside of just watching videos, then you can sign up for the Raw Fam membership on Patreon. I'll also leave the link in the comment section. Until next time, raw love, my radicals.